right, everyone, welcome back here to the ESL Challenger League Season 40 playoffs. The first match here on the B stream is Party Astronauts up against paiN Gaming. Let's kick it off now. PKL going to be jumping down towards top of Mini, and now he immediately goes to the lower outer yard, and, well, they're going to engage here with Party Astronauts, and it's going to be paiN alone to deal the killing blow against PKL. The first frag comes through from the one and only paiN.
You might even have yourself a second. We'll do that. Jonji finally chimes in from Unbreakable. Just Nithon and Biguzetta left alone, and it's all down to Nithon now. paiN alone gets himself 4. Jonji gets 1. Ben was running distraction. He got taken down, but the Party Astronauts 5 for the price of 1. They will take that every single day of the week, and that is a solid outer yard hold there from PA to kick things off here in the return from EPL.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned in the pre-show, Austin, 16-4 against Movistar Raiders. Remember this.
Yep.
I mean, I know paiN has to pick a Nuke because that was their next best option in their minds, with Vertigo being banned out automatically by the Party Astronauts. But it's going to be a very tough road ahead for them. I have a very strong feeling about that, as the Party Astronauts are playing on a different level, I think, coming from EPL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm also curious to see how long this level will last, too. If it'll last all the way through playoffs and whatnot, that's another question mark in my mind.
Yes.
But we'll see if that does continue to go through here. paiN fighting outside, gets tagged down a little bit. M4A1 just taking taps and knocking down at least one piece of the puzzle. Jonji's going aggressive outside, but not overly aggressive. This is something that's really developed over his time on this roster. Well, he'll go for an aggressive peek, but he won't overstay. He'll usually do it in conjunction with somebody else holding a different angle as well. And, well, out towards ramp, Ben's got the double mowdown. Necky's the last alive on this eco round here for paiN. And as you'd expect, Party Astronauts running away with this one pretty well easily. Except for that. I don't know what that was.
That's just Jonji being Jonji. Pushing for the frag and then losing to Nick, who actually... Okay, I think he's just trying to bait them out, and that was really well played, actually. He convinced them he still only had the P250, and then pulls out the MP9 up close and personal. So nicely done, at the very least. And, well, this is something. We'll figure out what replay that was. But going back to this here for the Party Astronauts, 2-0 in their favor, and a good job, of course, by Party Astronauts to shut down paiN on that round. But here comes a true test. The AKs are up and running here for paiN Gaming across the board. And Nekiz is going to jump right up to the boost spot here in lobby. Viz, along with paiN, standing fast here towards A. And the Party Astronauts do have one player, of course, that is not going to be jet lagged. That's Viz. So, maybe he'll be the top frag here, but I don't know. It's already paiN at 5. They don't look too fussed about the fact that they just flew in last night, if you ask me.
No, they don't. They look like they've slept nicely and they've gotten a good rest. But Jonji, first one to die in this round, the opening pick for the first time, goes the way of paiN. They're down the stairs and in towards B. Rotation should be following. paiN alone could be coming up the stairs, but he's just going to hold. And actually, Nithon could go for event play. Ben and paiN alone, it's down towards B, but they have no idea where this player is in their vicinity. Although paiN alone could get the angle, paiN alone could get the backstab. Nithon, oh yeah, he's got him easy. Upgrade to the AK, 4v4, and now time's starting to dwindle. A move, but the bomb spotted, and DJ gets his first of the round of this matchup, actually. And boy, is it more of a critical one than ever. He doubles down as well. Biguzetta to fall. And with paiN Gaming now floundering, 2 players down in the man count, this becomes a more difficult round for them to convert.
Yeah, that's just such a great hold by the Party Astronauts. Great patience and timely aggression as well. You know, DJ peeking in from hut to lobby. Finds himself too, and paiN Gaming can't get the trade. Now it's PKL and Hartzau. They still have bomb in their possession. They're moving together as a unit. Could catch the Party Astronauts off guard since they've slipped through the cracks, but Viz is watching. He's got this angle. Gets one on Hartzau. PKL, the last one standing. Bomb at Viz's feet. And Viz should be able to get this. No, PKL drops him. No trade just yet, but PKL has to reload, and paiN alone capitalizes on that. That will be a 3-0 lead in favor of the Party Astronauts. And there we go. Replays are obeying us now as DJ. You're going to see that 2K coming through here. And just really good job. I mean, in a lot of cases, you wouldn't repeat that, but he felt confident, and for good reason.
Yeah, he also wanted to make sure he had eyes on the bomb. Viz is there for a trade, too. That's just a great little double-up hut set up there from the Party Astronauts, and the way they play that is just about perfect. Now, paiN gonna have to counter against the bonus round because, well, actually I should say they're gonna be on the half buy because that was the bonus round from Party Astronauts. That's what I was trying to make that point, is that Party Astronauts weren't on the full investment that round, and that just completely sets paiN down for a losing track in the early going. Yeah, 16-4 against Movistar Riders, but paiN did pick this map for a reason. They might have seen something. They're running into Ben, and he's going to spray down two. Trade comes through, but there's going to be more than enough cover. paiN alone comes through for the last two, and then it's all down to the Lurker of Nithon. Should be business as usual for Party Astronauts in this round, and if they lose more than one more player, I think I'd be very surprised here. It's going to come down to timing, which might not even matter. Nithon doesn't connect the shots. A little unlucky there, but overall, Party Astronauts should have been winning that round every single time they played it. And they do just that.
Alrighty, so 4-0 for the Party Astronauts, and paiN will be back on the rifles once more. And they've also got the full loss bonus in their favor now, so that will help out their buy-ups moving forward. And I think they've saved up enough money across the board to ensure AKs will come through in the next round, but it will be with lighter utility should they opt for that option. Anyway, Viz going to toss that Molotov right towards Squeaky, but it's defused by a smoke thrown by paiN. That's going to be a deep one that will guys off in advance should paiN decide to push in and take vent control. They're not going to as of yet, but look at the damage done. I think that was through the smoke there twice on paiN and Viz. No, maybe it was Nikiz, sorry, taking down paiN to 40, and Viz got connected on through the smoke. Either way, it's going to be the first frags coming through here by the Party Astronauts once more. PKL and Big U are down. Finally, a response for Nikiz, who does take down Jonji, but he also is dropped to 24 HP. Continues to try and work towards this outer yard. paiN alone, trying to regain the space that Jonji has given up here. And it looks like paiN just want to reset here, heading back towards T-spawn. Maybe to go back to lobby and try something towards this ace site.
Yeah, they have to go back towards somewhere outside of outside. They can't go outside. paiN alone's got that angle too. And that repeat by John Judd and Nikiz. He spotted the knee of Nikiz while crossing back through garage door to toss his nade red. He doesn't necessarily need to take that fight, but given the man advantage, it's well worth it. He does damage. If he gets that kill, it's even better. But it also slows down that push through secret stair. So it's a good peek regardless. He didn't get the kill, but job still done. Really stymies the aggression of paiN as well. They're going to make it down towards B, though. Not quite silently, and there is somebody here to help out. That is Ben Leet, the in-game leader, here to hold the line. A door has been blown asunder, and he spots out one, but the door will not be cover enough for him to stay alive. Flames will force him away, and he will be put to bed in due time. paiN alone coming up close and personal. Has to be careful around that smoke. Low HP Nikiz. He's the last alive, though, and the time it's too far gone. Nikiz dies after a time to a no-scope of paiN alone, and Party Astronauts a 5-0 streak. That was the most successful round for paiN, though, in terms of getting kills. But other than that, John, they haven't gotten a bomb plan yet.
That's crazy. I'm just laughing because paiN goes for the no-scope in that situation.
Of course he does.
Always trying for the flashy play, isn't he, on paiN alone's end with that big green. But paiN's going to call a timeout, as you would expect, because Party Astronauts are really dismantling them. Like you said, good round, better round for them coming through there. And I'm not sure if it was an intentionally misthrown smoke that paiN threw so that they could bait a player out into coming to the doors and then throw that Molotov. If so, that's like a 200 IQ play. But I think they might have just missed that smoke for doors, and then the Molotov happened to go down at a good time, so Ben didn't really have anywhere to go. Either way, paiN alone is sitting at 11-1. He's averaging more than 2 frags per round. It's not too bad.
A little bit more.
Not too bad. Yeah, and there's going to be an AK that's still up and running here on the Party Astronauts side with 3 A1Ss in the op, rounding up the buy. Now, paiN do have 4 Tech 9s and the Mac 10. This could set themselves up for a very quick execute onto either site and maybe go for a vent drop or a ramp play. We'll have to see. No, they're actually going to take their time, at least in the early goings of the round, but they are lining up their utility and should be pushing out shortly.
They're going to run on through. No real fights just yet, but a nice win there by Big U. And Jonji's also stuck on site. He will go down only for 1. And no real response from the Party Astronauts yet. paiN alone's panicking, trying to hit the shots, but he cannot connect. No nades to force him out of position. No mollies as well. Bomb is ticking. And Party Astronauts are calling the retreat. Ben and paiN alone want nothing to do with this round. It's the swarm into A that works for paiN. They close the gaps. They get the picks. Once they're entrenched on site, there's nothing Party Astronauts can do to retake it. I think they'll have to be a little more careful moving forward because they just got surprised by the oldest trick in the book. Bust out A.
That's one thing that paiN is really good at, though. As old of a trick as it might be, paiN executes so perfectly on those quick hits with both the utility and the movement. You saw them close the gap onto default A site so fast that I think it was DJ just got overloaded and there was nothing he could do against the Mac 10, which led the charge, and then the Tech 9s cleaned up the rest. So great work by paiN to get a first on the board on their eco round to boot. So not too shabby, and now they'll have a couple of rifles saved over. In fact, more than that, probably 4 saved over from the previous round or whatever they could find. Excuse me, 3, because only 3 players died. And then the other 2 AKs purchased up. Over on the Party Astronaut side, they still had enough money to go for a pretty much full-on investment here. No AK left, of course, but it's going to be 4 A1Ss and the op. Look at the positioning from paiN, the aggression. PKL's not going to expect this, and there's the frag for paiN. The problem is, now he's really isolated here in the cubby. He has to get away from this without getting fired upon, but he can't. Jonji's there to try and support, but no trade comes through. Bigo goes down to 22 HP. Hard Zal spamming away with Nithon, and now Jonji is erased as well. That gives paiN the man advantage. I love the play from paiN, but I think maybe Jonji should have been supporting a little closer to paiN alone to ensure that the trade couldn't come through.
Yeah, I think maybe some flashes would have been the best case scenario there, to just flash paiN alone out of position so we can get out and escape. It's still a very risky play for the op to go for that, especially when there's so many different angles you can come from outside. From that Africa position, you have the red box flank, you have top of Marshmallow, you just have a dry swing close boxes. There's like 3 major different angles that 2 people have to be covering, and it kind of just leads to that kind of scenario where you have to gamble, you have to hope you can run away, and in the end, there was no escape for paiN alone. Jonji tries to follow up, but he gets taken down as well. Gets flanked on, and paiN Gaming with all of the map control in the world, the whole flank around as well. It's not an easy round for Party Astronauts to be able to win now. Let's see where Ben is. He should be down towards B, but wait, is Ben on A? They stacked A. Party Astronauts stacked towards A. They're saving surely. They're not going to go for this round. Biggie's going to try and cut off rotations too. And that's a couple free kills.
No.
So well. Well, it could have been better executed.
Yeah.
But good idea.
I think that's just Viz with insane awareness, realizing what's going on instantaneously, because that should have been a 2K. It's just great reflexes from Viz. So he manages to upgrade himself to an AK. And I don't mind the idea for the Party Astronauts. You're down a man. You realize that you're going to be on a save in the next round, or an eco in the next round if you don't get any rifles through. So they decide to stack one site. That was A. Gambled wrong. And paiN end up taking this one. So that's 2 in a row for paiN Gaming. But at least the Party Astronauts will keep a couple of rifles through into this next round. You see that opener from paiN. Again, I still like this play. They just need to have a flashbang here, like you mentioned, or have Jonji playing in a position where he's able to support paiN alone a little bit better. Pause going to be called here. And I believe this is the Party Astronauts talking things over. Yes, it is Party Astronauts calling this timeout.
Good early preemptive timeout here from Party Astronauts. They don't want to let paiN Gaming get out of the gate too far ahead of them. It's also an interesting economic situation where Party Astronauts could technically buy up around those 2 saved guns and still have something to fight with, but they don't necessarily have to either, given their loss bonus. And with paiN alone having that kind of money, you could definitely go for an op. They're going to half around this instead. This is a really good call. This will give them a strong buy moving into the next round, regardless of whether they win or lose, but because it's Nuke, shotguns can play a very important role. Pistols can be very effective. They're going to go for this half buy. 5-7 into Jonji's hands as well. I like this call. Good use of the timeout here from Party Astronauts. They're going to look to turn the tide here back as paiN Gaming off the back of their own timeout. 2 rounds straight. Not necessarily the round you'd expect PA to win, but actually look at the vent drop. And Jonji, I think, got stuck on the ladder for half of that spray down. That's a little unlucky there for him.
Yeah, Jonji saw Nikiz going down the ladder and tried to go for the quick pop with the 5-7, but it didn't work out. Nikiz ended up taking him down, and that will make it a 5v4 for paiN. And no, at least they know that Nikiz is here, so that's some information gained, but no one really rotating for the Party Astronauts towards B because, again, they don't necessarily have a very good buy-up, so they want to stick to this stack for now. It depends if they get a kill or not, I think, if they're going to rotate. 109 on the clock here. Hardzal, PKL, and one more paiN Gaming member sneaking on through into Secret. and they will get the B site for free.
It's another ace stack from Party Astronauts, and while saving the AK and the M4 is going to be nice for them in the next round, they'll have a lot more utility to work with. The op for paiN alone should be more easily attainable. And overall, it's just going to be a stronger buy for the Party Astronauts. paiN alone's going to hunt with the Mag 7, though. No reason not to. Might as well go do his special thing. Although, he can't just hit half wall right now, can he? He can't just sit behind the half wall with the Mag 7 this time. That works, though. paiN alone, Mag 7 special. Won't even grab the AK either. Why would he grab an AK when he's got a Mag 7, right? It's just his secondary gun. He's an opera first and a Mag 7 player second.
Yeah, he leaves the AK for Ben, who will happily upgrade, and this is pretty good for the Party Astronauts. Then he gets a second on a knife on. Now he's going to grab the A1S, but no. He dropped the Swag 7, and that was his undoing. Nikki's gets the frag, and, well, at the very least, Party Astronauts do a little bit more economic damage. paiN gets out of that with $1,800 in kill bonus, so that's going to help him get the AWP very comfortably. Overall, given what they brought into this round, not too shabby for the Party Astronauts, but you have to be careful now if you're them. You see paiN on their T side. They've gained momentum, and that's when they can get very scary on you, because that's 3 rounds in a row for them. We're going to see Big U against paiN. That was the second one. That first one, excuse me, that paiN found. Just a nice idea from him to at least try to get some upgrades for his squad.
Yeah, no reason to save the Mag 7 either, so he goes hunting, he goes fighting, and does what he does best with the swag. paiN alone gets that op, thanks in large part to the extra cash because of the shotgun kills. No op for paiN Gaming still, but I think paiN alone's op outside is going to be a big factor for Party Astronauts. Just don't go too aggressive with it next time, and it should be fine. Jonji's outside doing his usual shenanigans, but he's not going to spot anything. The smoke wall is deep. It's the secondary smoke wall that covers towards garage in front of Mini, instead of that classic red box smoke wall. It'll give a little more room, but it's fading now. With Ben in secret, there is a potential pop here that Party Astronauts could go for. A flash from somebody towards heaven would work out really well for this. I don't know if they have anyone in position for this. I think Jonji would have to flash for both him and Ben, but they don't seem to be going for this, and Ben's just going to make noise like he's running away in the first place. Tries to get Jonji out, goes for a trade, sprays down one, but target-rich environment means too many different people to spray. He'll go down. Man advantage for paiN Gaming. But if they want to head towards ramp, they still have to deal with a big green gun. Look at this, though, from DJ.
Yeah.
So much positioning. Viz has joined him. This is the perfect counter here from PA.
Absolutely. If they can get the frags, and, well, they won't. Viz and DJ just go down. That's a nice play from Nikki's to get a 2K, and that leaves only paiN alone standing with the op, and he says, you know, I don't know if I want to do much here, and, well, he ends up peeking towards Secret, and Nikki's finds himself a 3K. That's the op loss, everything lost for the Party Astronauts, who will still have enough money to invest into this round, but it is a bit low for Viz and paiN, so probably going to be a half buy here. I shouldn't say that. They have 5K for Ben lead. So yeah, they're going to go for the full-on buy, and Ben's going to drop the op. They will settle for a couple of FAMASs and 2 A1Ss and the op. So here we go. Party Astronauts losing 4 in a row to paiN Gaming, who are really playing a pretty solid T side since those guns went into their hands. paiN alone will tag PKL, but not get the frag here. He's going to continue watching towards the outer yard, but very passively. So their outer presence is a little light on the Party Astronaut side since Jonji was having trouble winning those duels. He's backed off of it. Hard Zhao gets the opener here over on DJ. That's going to help once more, and it's one of the A1Ss that is down.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle since that paiN Gaming timeout for Party Astronauts. paiN have adapted really well. Jonji's been getting punished a little outside. paiN alone hasn't exactly had the best of luck either. And he's going to go aggressive through Hut, though. That's been one place where Party Astronauts have had resounding success. Viz has spammed as a considerable amount of damage, and paiN alone still sticking around this very aggro angle. Almost a one and done considering his weapon, but Jonji's just making a blatant bait and switch. He's going to get caught out, though. Actually, almost gets that second. Hard Zhao somehow sneaks by, though. I think the flashbang had a lot to do with it. and that's going to be a B site open for business. Viz is too far away. Same with paiN alone. Retake has to come through, though, from the party astronauts. Viz already down the tunnels. PKL, though, outside. Has paiN heard him? I believe he has. He's ready. He's looking, and he's got the kill. Now all they have to do is play together and not let Hardzell isolate 1v1 duels. He's going to try so anyway. Pushing through decontamination. Run into, though. Doesn't even find one. The sidearm from paiN alone comes out. And the round, the 1st and 4 for the party astronauts.
I really like that setup by Jonji and Ben in ramp room. Jonji just waiting and then peeks around the corner, distracts the oncoming paiN gang members. A flashbang comes through as well, and then Ben's able to get one, not the second, as it was very nice by Hardzell to get not one but 2 frags on both Jonji and Ben, but still, that setup led to a 2v2, and then paiN with this quick scope. It's just nasty. And then uses the USP to get the final frag. So, party astronauts back to their winning ways, up 6-4 here, but paiN have built up a ton of economy, which means they'll be comfortable to go for a full-on buy here. 4 AKs and the op. Party astronauts still can't get full A1Ss, having to settle for Famas and Jonji's hands, but an AK, 2 A1Ss, and the op round out the buy. Nithon, who as mentioned has really picked it up throughout these last few matches with the big green. Definitely a threat. We'll see if we can get it going on T side, though, which is typically a little harder to get those sniper shots lined up on Jonji. Going ahead with Moss there to drop Hardzell, and PKL gets the insta trade. That's the op down for paiN alone. I don't think paiN's going to pick it up, though. I'd be very surprised if they did.
Yeah, they already got the one on Nithon. Don't necessarily need the second, especially on T side. Jonji's going to get flamed out of first events, though. Lucky to get out of there alive. Biggie takes a dink as well. But PKL's down through secret. More map control for paiN as this 4v4 situation gives them more room to move around. Nithon. Not going to get any gifts, though, outside, although Jonji, if it works out right, could get the backstab onto Nithon. Does he expect anyone through the garage, though? That's the question. That's the bigger question. And Ben's got to be careful, too. Jonji, though, picked off by Nithon. Now they know where he is, and they're going to retreat. Ben running back towards ramp room. Does not want to deal with the op out here. Viz is sitting second vents, but I don't think he's going to face through many. B is going to be the end for paiN Gaming. Ben back through ramp should probably be diving down there. There's nobody on B for the party astronauts, and it's a free site here for paiN Gaming as long as nobody comes to defend, and nobody has.
PKL gonna break the
window.
window.
Giving it all up.
Yeah, PKL gonna break the window in observation there. And Molotov gets thrown. paiN should have enough time here. They left it down to the very last second to try and get this bomb planted, but it's okay. Advantage for paiN, and I think party astronauts are gonna be on the save. Yeah, they want nothing to do with this one, so going to be a 5th round on the board on paiN Gaming's T side, and that's not too shabby on Nuke. You can certainly make 5 rounds work for a victory on this map once he head on over to their CT side. So paiN actually doing a better job than even Movistar Riders did against the party astronauts. And again, we have to keep in mind there could be jet lag playing into this match, especially if we go into a 3rd map. I think that's when the fatigue could really hit PA.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Definitely that 3rd map will be real tough for the party astronauts. But I do think paiN have looked over this team. They look well versed as to how party astronauts play, and they're exploiting a lot of the different holes that open up in the way party astronauts play from certain situations. And it looks like paiN is reading party astronauts like a book in a lot of these 4v4s, 3v4 situations where they're like, yeah, they don't go B, guys. So we get a couple of kills, we can just go B for free. They give up B consistently, and it's something that party astronauts are going to have to fix. They're calling a timeout here, so maybe that's part of the discussion. Munster will have his say, surely. But party astronauts, they need to figure out a way to counter this. Either you continue with your aggression, but you almost go a little more towards the aggressive angle, or you give it up completely, and you do have people on B, and you don't leave B open. paiN don't go A unless you force them to. They will go B 9 times out of 10 from what we're seeing right now. Well, and party astronauts aren't adapting.
I think that paiN are very solid when they go for their hits. And you saw them on the eco with that quick pop. I think they're one of the best teams at that quick pop in ECL. And look at this, they're going for it once more. It's up to the party astronauts to deny, and it will be Viz to get the opener. paiN gets the second. Nithon trying to do some damage, but DJ shuts him down, leaving only paiN and Hard South standing, and they will manage to sneak their way down the vent. Is there anyone at B? No.
No.
So there's the bomb plant coming through unless a denial can happen, and it won't. Ben leads a little too late, catches Hard South for a little bit of damage, but given that Hard South has spotted out Ben, he knows that now's the time to plant that bomb, and he absolutely will. Party astronauts have to go for the retake this time. I mean, 4v2, you have the two-man advantage. I would be shocked if they don't go in a little faster here, and they are going to move on in. Hard Zao smoked off. Janji peering on through. That's a great smoke thrown for Decon as well because it forces a peek, but paiN catches off DJ. Hiding out in the vents. Both players over at Decon trying to guard here. That Molotov will hold them at bay. Now they can stick the defusal. This one should be done, and it is. Bomb defused, and the two frags come through for paiN to boot. Salt in the wound for paiN as the party astronauts get a 7th.
Yeah, it's a little painful to die, but when you have the bank account of paiN Gaming, it doesn't even matter. They can get a full investment. They get Nithon can get his op. He could buy an auto and not really feel it if he really wanted to, which he wouldn't. But paiN, plenty of money, plenty of cash. They're more than happy with that. Party astronauts were able to hold off against the A play, but again, the problem remains. They abandon the B site, they give it up for free. Without that Molotov, paiN had set themselves up nicely to be able to win that post plant with that opening pick from PKL on the retake. So party astronauts need to be able to keep somebody towards B or else they will get punished. paiN alone though, looking to do some punishing in his own right, spots the crook of the elbow. And Nikki's won't miss that anymore as he is now a ghost.
Nikki's did not realize his shoulder was going there at all. Oh, what a follow-up by paiN as well. Nithon is dropped. Up duel going the way of paiN in that engagement. 5v3 for party astronauts, and paiN Gaming do have a lot of space gained here towards ramp. Do they know Ben is here? They don't. They're not even looking for it. Ben's going to have 2 free frags if the timing is right. Oh no, Hard South turns around, he realizes it, but Ben doesn't carry it. It's the second one too, on the last bullet. I don't even think he realized it until he looked at the ticker. paiN is gonna get the final frag, and that'll be that. Yeah, I mean, just Bigu tried to re-peek and he just walked into the spray of Ben.
That's unfortunate there for Big U, and he's actually not having a great game, 2-11 right now. But paiN still have 5 rounds on the T side of Nuke, so you cannot consider this half a failure. They still have a good chance for more, but this is their last 5 before they'd have to eco. Janji takes quite a bit of damage, but here comes DJ to help out. Nade goes through and goes completely past all of the paiN Gaming players and towards Squeaky as they still have full 100% health. I do think, though, at the back of the second timeout, party astronauts have stabilized more, although Janji caught out by Hard Zao. Just the timing, he's thinking maybe somebody's getting a little antsy, so I'm going to spam, and it works out well. He's down the vents now, too. Hard Zao into the back lines. Nobody on the B side proper from PA. They do have the ramp player in Ben, and he will hear anything opening on towards B, the glass breaking. He'll have that sound cue and be able to adapt accordingly. But is there any outside presence here from party astronauts too? Is there a way for paiN to waltz down through secret without so much as a whisper in the way of party astronauts knowing it? I think there is. I don't think there's any control at all. Yeah, there's nobody here. paiN alone's late to the party. If he can catch a cross, maybe there's something here, but now the utility's going to completely cue him in. The utility he has will do a tad bit of damage, but they have to rotate down. They have to sprint to B. They have to know this is happening.
Yeah, there's certainly the audio cues at least, but I'm not sure if the party astronauts were aware. Anyway, paiN's going to peek around, and he does not get Nekiz dropped by the AK of his opposing teammate, and Neki's going to get the second one on Ben Leet. 5v2 in favor of paiN Gaming. DJ and Viz, the last 2 standing, and again, paiN Gaming with a bit of an explosive hit in the latter part of this round towards the B site, and nothing they can do on the party astronauts end to respond here. Just going to try and save.
Yeah, we'll see if they're even allowed to do that. paiN are hunting, they're sniffing for these players. They want to take these guns out of the hands of the party astronauts, who do have a decent amount of money built up, granted. But on the CT side, you can never have enough. DJ timing. He smells something. He knows somebody's there. Viz has already been taken out. And DJ, they know where he is too. Big U goes up top. Catches him off guard in the end. Nothing saved for Party Astronauts in the end. But this is the play that starts it all. The spray from Hardzao. And then the space created, opening up that outer yard, sneaking down through Secret, secures the round. And what is the common denominator again for what's going wrong for Party Astronauts? Aside from that first round for paiN, it's been B audibles.
Yeah, I mean, B has been the go-to play for paiN Gaming. That's for Menta. They've won 5 of those 6 wins on the B site, right? Only 1 coming on A. That quick push on the eco round. Ben is going to drop Bigu. So that's an opening frag here coming through from the Party Astronauts. Hardzao gets the insta trade onto Viz. Takes a lot of damage though. As Party Astronauts trying to gain the 9-6 edge here heading into the second half of play. Smoke going to come through from Hardzao, and that will open up the space for paiN to move in behind the vents, stacked up on top of each other's heads. This could be very lethal for the Party Astronauts if they're not careful, as PKL along with Nithon could pincer in from Mini and deal quite the blow. Pwn alone dropped by Nithon, headshot from the AK. John G is here though, and they're not going to clear him out. He has to have the timing right. DJ gets 1 to try and help, but he is dropped by PKL. Now John G's going to have to move in, but I think it's a little too late, maybe? No, he's going to catch up PKL for a lot of damage, then takes down Hardzao, upgrades to the op, and tries to go for the wall bang here. I think he's just trying to make a lot of noise while he waits for the reinforcements to come in the form of Ben. Janji peeking around back and forth, goes back to the rifle. Time is going to tick away on this bomb, but here comes Ben. This is what Janji wanted to do. Make that noise towards Mini. Here comes the nade, and PKL somehow survives with 2 HP. Ben Leet in the flash ready. Time is ticking away now. Janji finds 1. Nithon gets the trade. Can Nithon get the last one? No! Ben Leet's gonna save the day. He will not have enough time for the defusal. He doesn't have a kit, so it's paiN who get a 7th, 8-7 the score line here in favor of the Party Astronauts as we head to a break.
Yeah, I think we can be a very tough opponent for other teams. People are starting to figure out how we play and stuff like that, and they're starting to counter strat us a little bit. But like we're learning a lot in Europe right now. So when we come back to NA, we're going to be even better than we were before, and a harder opponent for anybody that we face.
All right, we're back here with the second half of action. A bit of a heartbreak there at the end of that first half for the Party Astronauts. Jonji was the one with the kit, but he died in the rafters, and then there was no kit to retrieve for Ben because he had dropped down before recovering that kit. So paiN Gaming pick up 7 rounds on their T side, which is absolutely fantastic. And now the Party Astronauts, well, they do have the lead, are not making themselves this easy on themselves, even though, of course, this was paiN's pick.
Yeah, Party Astronauts doing the antithesis of making it easy, but they get the dink on the opening player. That's going to be PKL down to 6 HP, but they're going to push on through. Hardzal's making life hard for the Party Astronauts as they try to funnel on to the A side, but squeaky control will be denied. They'll audible back through ramp room. Big U's here, though, but he's not picked up anything from J-Hall. Trades going back and forth. The bomb can go down on B, which at the very least is a win for the Party Astronauts. It can force them into the next round. But they don't just want small victories. They want the whole enchilada. They want this map, this match, this series. They're going to do exactly what they can to salvage it. 3v3 and PKL still very low. Bomb ticking away. Nithon in through control, but DJ's on the flank. He's got the read on Big U and PKL. DJ taps away with the P250. One headshot connected. paiN alone goes for the next one, but PKL on 6 HP has done them dirty. 2 quick kills, and now a 1v1 against Ben. All he needs is to tickle the toes, and he'll do the body shot. He'll get the win. And Party Astronauts squeeze by with a knife.
Yeah, good on the Party Astronauts to kick off their T side with that pistol round victory, something that paiN could not do on their T side, so that's very good news. And we are going to see at the end of that second half, which is actually good to see. Well, maybe not. It got cut off. But either way, that was really unfortunate for the Party Astronaut side, but they make up for it with a good pistol round. They will upgrade here with 3 Galils, the MAC-10, and the AK. Over on paiN, they are opting for the 4 Spy, 2 MP9s, 2 Deagles, a 5.7, and 4 pieces of utility on their side, 3 of those being smokes. Bigu waiting in Big Garage with the Deagle in hand, peeks toward Marshmallow, but nothing doing from the Party Astronauts just yet with Jonji waiting on the outside. And speaking of Jonji, he was the best player in EPL for the Party Astronauts, dropping 177 frags and an 82.4 ADR, which is excellent. It's crazy that Jonji was able to drop the ADR consistently that he usually has here at the ECL level in EPL.
Yeah, that's quite impressive for John, and it's a great return to form for him. He took a bit of a break, but he's back now and better than ever here on the Party Astronauts. Speaking of the devil, he's leading the charge outside. PKL could get blindsided, but he'll do the side swiping. Jonji, all alone, caught out off guard. And advantage paiN Gaming on their 4 Spy up. They want to try and turn this one back into their favor early. Nade goes a little too deep, though, doesn't do enough damage. Clearing all the angles. They have a feeling somebody's out towards ramp. I like the buddy system, though, from the Party Astronauts. They're going together as a pair, now making a threesome. DJ spraying away, but look at the time. It's so low. This could lead to problems here. Big U's on side as well as Hardzal. Nithon 1-for-1. Hardzal down here, 1 with the MP9. 2v3 in the favor of paiN Gaming, but it's leveled out, and now the bomb drops down. Ben with the clutch. 1v1 now has to plan, has to hold, has to hope. And PKL waiting in the rafters, sends him to hell. And paiN Gaming win that force.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the Party Astronauts, that is a tough one to lose because they obviously had the advantage in terms of hardware, but when you wait down to the very last seconds of the round, in that case 21 seconds left on the clock, those MP9s become so much more deadly because you don't have the chance to isolate them and have to walk right into the firefight. So paiN Gaming gonna win a big one there. They go up to 8 rounds, and that nade is chonky. Jonji and Viz go down to around half health each. Nithon gonna spam through the smoke, and he almost finishes off Viz. Gets him down to 5, but at the very least, the Party Astronauts are able to send almost all their players down towards Secret. Now Ben, hanging around and lurking, is gonna listen for any footsteps and many. And you see the Party Astronauts are trying to double back here, thinking about it. They want paiN Gaming to push out, look for information at the outer yard, and then find perhaps a frag and an upgrade. Hardzal throws that smoke towards Secret. Now he's going to get a nade tossed through. Will it take down Viz? No, Viz is too far away, but it does get DJ down to 55 and Jonji down to 35 respectively. So almost everyone on the Party Astronauts has taken quite a bit of damage into this round.
Oh, that's gotta do some damage.
Goodness.
They're all so squishy before they even cross. Now it's just an easy peasy mop-up job. paiN, Lone, and DJ running around, but will not be long for this world. Hardzao delivering free haircuts. And he'll spray down the last. Flawless victory here for paiN. That was a force up for the party astronauts, so this is another chance for paiN to build that bank. 9-9, we're tied all up now. And it's been a long time since we were at a tie ball game here between these two sides. In fact, memory serves me right, this is the first time we've been tied since 0-0. So, paiN really battling back right now, and party astronauts starting to slip quite a bit here. Double nade outside, chunks down Ben. That's 2 dunks for paiN in back-to-back rounds. Utility damage is always something that can make your life so much easier. That's something paiN are doing so well in this CT half. They also did a good job of it on T side too. But right now on CT, it's really coming to fruition. PKL dinked down, but delivers some revenge. Last one left is DJ as Hardzao gets the spray. And well, as expected, round's not too difficult for paiN Gaming. Maybe one will fall, that's if PKL goes a little overextended, same with Nithon. Or if DJ gets the drop on the keys, given the firepower disadvantage. Not gonna happen. 10-9 now, paiN Gaming with a lead. Party astronauts can get the full guns in their hands, barring an op for paiN alone. But another thing to note, only paiN and Ben are above double digits on the party astronauts side in terms of kills. We're 19 rounds into this game. This is round number 20.
Yeah. Kind of unusual on their side. Usually see the frags distributed more evenly on the party astronauts. But, oh, it's paiN alone and Ben trying to carry the load right now. Jianji's going to get naded down to 65 HP. Over on the paiN Gaming side, one player that's usually at the top, Big Uzera, only 3 frags, but you look at his regular season stats, he led the way with a plus 70 kill to death differential, 266 frags, and 79.5 ADR. In fact, interesting note on the ADR for paiN, there is no one above 80, but everyone is hovering around the 75 mark. Only I think it's 6.2 ADR separates top from bottom there. So what that means is everyone on paiN is a scary customer to deal with. Oh, Ben's going to get one over on PKL, though. That's the opening frag going the party astronauts' way. Niki's spotted out as well. Good flashbang thrown. Peeks into it. A little risky. Goes down to 46, but look at Hardzao. The time has been bought for him to push the lobby. Finds 1-2, but no third. Viz will manage to get the trade, but it is evened out at a 3v3.
Great work there by Hardzao to even it out, but the damage is going back just about even. Ben and company splitting in towards A, but Nithon's up in Mustang, and if they're not careful, they are going to get caught out by this very easily. He knows where they're coming from. There's also the Heaven proposition. Nithon waiting, sprays down one, tries to follow, but he gets blocked by the yellow beam. Instead, though, Big U strikes from Heaven. And it's all down to Ben and another 1vx. He can make the dive to B. They're doubling up. Nikis and Big U both towards Heaven. Ben's made his way downstairs. Wants to plant the bottom site. He'll be able to get away with it at the very least, but the rotation is quite fast. Both players heading towards ramp room. Big U down the vent first, down the ramp first, I should say. Ben rotating around, though, playing the long con. It's in the smoke. He knows where it's planted, but it's not planted for double doors. It's planted for ramp, and it's planted for single. And he's going to hold in decontamination. Will he be cleaned out, though? Will they find him? He sprayed down one. Needs a headshot, and he converts it. Perfect from Ben. The clutcher is in the house, and the in-game leader putting the team in the backpack in terms of strats and in terms of frags. Yeah. Look at this again.
I mean, I don't know if you've heard, but Ben doesn't lose 1v2s. In fact, I think statistically hasn't really lost one for quite some time.
He lost one earlier this map.
Oh, maybe. But still,
he didn't have a kit.
He's very good in 1v2s.
Yeah.
Even though he did maybe lose one earlier this map. This map. 10-10. All tied up. Nithon, the opening frag on Viz to kick things off. Party astronauts will take the Galil that Viz has and give it to DJ. That is a good opener for paiN to show that they have not lost control just yet of the momentum they've gained here on their CT side. Hardzao is their top frag right now at 21-13. Throws that smoke in towards Squeaky and keeps the party astronauts at bay for a little bit longer. Big is here to support from the rafters as well. So, party astronauts just gonna stall out a little bit. Let some time burn off the clock and give paiN Gaming something to think about. Here comes the utility. thrown in towards the A site. Artzau sees a smoke thrown by his teammate. He's going to jump on top of Mini, or excuse me, on top of Hut. Doesn't see the players come through. There is a little bit of a gap. There we go. He saw prone, drops him, bomb down, and then finds Jonji too. DJ does manage to get one trade, but it is now a 4v2, and this is going to be an uphill battle for PA.
It is a severely uphill battle. The launch angle is probably somewhere around 85 degrees to be able to pull off this round, I should say, and DJ is the last one standing in a 1v4. Down the vents, but only for a moment. Nithon waiting. And DJ falls for the trap. Hardzal, though, he seems to always be good for 2 kills in these situations. Gets this opener, spots out at the top of the head of Pone alone, drops down, then sprays down Jonji through the smoke. Hardzal's been very impactful for paiN.
Yeah, I think he saw Jonji as he peeked over towards the vents once he was dropping down and realized that, well, there's his second target and did a great job. So the Party Astronauts will be back onto a pistol buy up here, 11 to 10 for paiN. Party Astronauts going for a quick hit towards ramp. They're burning alive in that Molotov. Look at the damage taken. They continue running forward because they know they have to try something risky to get an edge. Nithon manages to hit one with the off, pulls up the pistol, has a supportive neck his now, and Nithon won't go down. No one will, in fact, on the paiN side. 2 for him, 2 for PKL, and 1 for Nikiz as they all survive into this next round, helping their economy and giving themselves a 12th round.
5 for Party Astronauts will not be the best. At least 1 Galil will be purchased up for them. 2 Galil, some utility, but it's a little sparing on DJ and Viz. paiN still have the op of Nithon, which is starting to come alive. His CT side's always easier than T, especially on Nuke. T side opping not the easiest. Hardzal though gets flashed in through Hut. DJ's blind as a bat, and now he's done for. Hardzal gets out relatively unscathed. I don't think you can really count that 4 HP he lost as really too much trouble, considering how much impact he just had by that opening kill. Party Astronauts starting down a man again in this round. It's been a recurring theme since really paiN got that time out after they lost that 5-0 streak. They started winning those opening duels, they started getting more advantages, and they started really playing Party Astronauts like a fiddle. They work around, they manipulate their opposition. But Jonji's going to try and go on a little manipulation mission himself, creeping in through smokes. Somebody in the vicinity. Out towards Seeker, that's PKL. He's dropped the flames behind him to cover his retreat. And Ben will just hold with Jonji with him. They're going to wait. They're going to hold. Looks to be a B split here. But Nithon's op is going to be hard to flush out. And if they're not careful, they're going to lose both their ramp players to this one singular sniper. The B crunch has to come before the ramp players move. This is really all down to PKL.
Yeah, PKL, a critical piece here for paiN, and he delivers one. Falls off afterwards, gets back to the east side, ensures no trade comes through, but Viz with a wicked headshot and a follow-up. Nithon and Nikiz cleaned out, but it is only Viz left standing since Benleet was spotted out, meaning the bomb in possession of paiN. Only 20 seconds left, so it would take an absolutely insane effort here from Viz to pull this one off, and he does get one on the second.
What?
Oh my goodness! Viz, you are kidding me! 4 frags, almost clutches it out. And I think paiN, perhaps the one's lucky to get out of that one because, wow, Viz, apparently the hot hand right now, maybe can channel that into a little something more into this one. They still lose the round, but that was pretty impressive that he got those 2, right?
Yeah, if Viz starts heating up now, there's a chance for Party Astronauts to make this map happen. At the very least, give them some confidence going into map number 2. Because, for the most part, this map has been the pone and Ben show. And now, with Viz doing that, if there weren't 3 players from paiN all in trade positions, Viz wins that, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
The way he hit all of those headshots, the ramp kills were good. They were great even. But that 4th shot was ludicrous.
I mean, he just needed a millisecond more. I think just a millisecond more space, and he would have been able to flick around and find the third and the ace, in fact. Oh, boy.
It would have been a 1v5 ace, or a 1v, it would have been a 1v3 ace clutch, but essentially a 1v5, because his teammate didn't really help him out in any case. A blitz, though, and Big U up top. Hardzal next in line. Party Astronauts, nothing they can really do out of this round.
Yeah, they tried for that quick hit, and now it's all up to Ben. And no longer. That round's over in under 30 seconds, and paiN will take the 14-10 lead. All right, Party Astronauts on the ropes a little bit here, and it won't be a full-on buy up here. It's close. Jonji settling for a Galil, though. Still have pretty much full utility. paiN's missing a few pieces of it. But it's going to be 3 AKs, a Galil, and the Op coming through here for the party astronauts. The Op going to be looking for a little bit of action towards lobby. We'll see where paiN lines up. Maybe he's going to go for that fight in secret, but Hard Zhao's got a line up here. They have to be careful. Tosses the nade on forward. Doesn't do much damage. Here they come. Good flashbangs thrown. But what? Hard Zhao on the move, charging forward, does get the headshot on Janji. Traded out, but it's bigger right there to ensure Viz goes down. Nithon drops Ben lead. It's all going paiN Gaming's way now.
Everything going the way of paiN. No more Viz, and well, it's going to really rest on the shoulders of paiN alone. He's been the heavy hitter for the party astronauts since the beginning, and now it's quite literally all left to him as DJ gets taken down. paiN alone walking into the crosshairs of PKL. Has the right idea, but doesn't have the finish in the end. 15-10. 5 rounds shy of overtime for the party astronauts. 1 round shy of map 1 victory for paiN. They picked this map for a reason. They had the read and the confidence. Party astronauts are probably hedging their bets on overpass now. They're going to buy up, of course they will. What will they actually have in the end? I'm assuming that's a timeout that just broke the map timer. We'll see what happened here. But right now, for party astronauts, I don't think that they're going to be able to, well, it's Go TV bug, guys. So there we go. We don't get to see the end. We don't get to see the last round, unfortunately. But I think the outcome was pretty much decided before it even happened.
Yeah.
Would have been a rough buy there for the party astronauts, and without any momentum, really. It seemed like paiN took full control of that map, and boy, did they deliver.
If only Viz wins that impossible scenario. I mean, it was very much an extremely low percentage chance, probably below 1% chance of pulling.